Nate, welcome. We'll go ahead and kick it over to you if you have anything you want to say opening us up, and then we'll open up for questions.
Cool. Yeah. Well, first of all, just thank you guys. I'm excited to be here, to be a Saint. Yeah, looking forward to getting to work.
Mike Triplett, do you want to start us off?
Hey, Nate. Obviously, I'm guessing there's some sort of connection with Andrew Janowicz. Was that a big part of making this pairing happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely was a big part of it. And, good to be back with him. Obviously, I was with him the last 2 years, so good to be able to keep that going and yeah, see what we can do here.
And what else? What else attracted you here? And what do you expect the role or the competition to be here?
Yeah, I think a lot. I've always, I don't know, something about just being here with the Saints was always kind of a cool thought to me. I talked to him a little bit pre-draft, and so and had the opportunity to be here. Now, super excited about it. Then, the opportunity to compete was a big one as well. Just to get out there and throw the ball around and see what happens. On the field is awesome. And then obviously I have a little bit of familiarity with Derek as well. I spent 3 years with him with the Raiders and had a lot of good times there. So just looking forward to getting that started again and see him soon.
What describe kind of your career path? I guess obviously you had a tough start in Buffalo, and you had to go elsewhere probably earlier than you thought. But you've been around the league for a long time now. What did it take to kind of to find your niche and keep the career path going the way it has?
Yeah, I think for me it's just to show up every day and be ready to compete, do your best and be a great teammate, and then work extremely hard on the field when you get your chances and your opportunities. So I've always tried to do that. I've always tried to put myself in the best position possible and to be ready to compete, and then obviously just being a great teammate I think goes a long way as well.
And Nathan, what are your impressions of Andrew Janowicz? I mean, it's his first year here. What should fans expect in terms of what he'll bring to that quarterback room as the new quarterback coach?
Yeah, I think he's extremely hard worker. He's always extremely prepared, extremely detailed, and so I think he's going to do a great job of that. Just continue to do that, and then he does a great job also just of making things fun, but also just keeping it competitive on the field as well with drill work or whatever it is. So I think he'll do a great job continuing to do that here in New Orleans.
Yeah, Nathan, you referenced Derek. Did you talk to him at all about joining the team, and maybe how did you work with him in the quarterback room when you all were together, as far as game plans or things like that?
Yeah, I had actually he was one of the first calls I made, kind of deciding on everything and to talk through things and stuff. And obviously he kind of knew the situation here and knew just had been here for a year, so was a good guy to kind of talk to and get an option. I'm extremely excited to be back with them. We had a great relationship, and have continued to have that. And it's been fun. In the room, I've always tried to help him as much as possible, and on game day as well, any way I can. And then I think you always need somebody just to kind of have fun and compete with too. Derek's a great competitor, and so always trying to push each other, whatever it is in practice, and I think is important too.
Hey Nate, what were you told about kind of the opportunity here in terms of just competing maybe for that backup spot, and how do you kind of go about approaching that?
Yeah, just that it was going to be a competition, and that how I go about approaching it is just to try to do. I think what you do every day, regardless, is again to come in, be the best you can be, do the best you can with what you have and what you're given, and then be a great teammate and try to rub off on others.
And has Andrew told you anything about Clint at all, or what is kind of your impressions of him, getting maybe to know him from afar or anything like that?
No, yeah. So I got to talk with most of the staff today, earlier, and had a great interaction. First meeting with Clint and a few of the other staff members. So talk through some things of, what we might be trying to do. So again, I'm just excited to kind of get here, get OTA started, and get in the playbook a little bit more, and really, especially get on the grass and really get started.
And I'm not asking for state secrets, but what were kind of some of those impressions of how this offense is going to come about, and what did they tell you of what they wanted to be, or so on and so forth?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, just kind of some things that they've done in their past, some things that they might be looking to do now. Just combining a few things. And again, they do I think I said this earlier too, is they do a great job of just putting the defense on its heels. Attacking the defenses in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of talented defenses, a lot of talented defensive players. So any way you can attack those guys a little bit differently, whether it be in the run game or the pass game, quarterback movement, whatever it is. I think they've always done a great job of that. So I'm looking forward to getting into the work of it.
Nathan, how have you gotten better in your career? While obviously not getting a ton of starting opportunities in the league, how have you grown and developed along the way?
Yeah, well, I think number one is always treating yourself, treating every game like you're the starter, and preparing every game like that, whether you're the backup, you're the third, whatever it is. And so I think when you do that, it allows you to kind of have some of those experiences without having those experiences, of kind of the mental reps to go through it. And then that also helps, translate to helping whoever it is play at the time. And then, I have had my opportunities to play as well, and feel like those have been huge learning opportunities for me, even here recently in the last 2 years. So always trying to grow, always trying to learn, I think is a way to I've been able to stick around and trying to get better, just and the mental aspect is so important in the NFL. So just always trying to get better in that and keep growing.
Hey, Nathan, have you, besides professionally, do you have any connection to New Orleans? Ever been here, visited? And did Derek maybe give you any insightful information about restaurants specifically? Make sure Chipotle is not your first meal in New Orleans.
Okay, that's good. That's good advice. I'll take that in consideration. But luckily, I was staying downtown last night, and maybe that counts as my first meal, but it was a shrimp po' boy down there on that boardwalk area. So yeah, he hasn't given me too many other information about it, but I'm sure I'll be looking into it. And no, my first experience here was last year, actually, when we played here in the Dome. Took me 7 years to get here, but I'm excited to learn more about the city and about the area here soon.